Welcome to this training. In this one, I'm going to be showing you the infrastructure that you need to ultimately put $1.07 out and $8.23 in. Now, remember, this is the output and tracking the output. The inputs is all of these systems here that came in from before, right? Your allegiance systems, your primary settings systems, how good your offer is, and so on. Here is just basically tracking it to really see is it good or not, right? And it's impossible for you to scale past 50K, 100K a month, whatever, with the same sales process and the systems I use to generate less than 10K a month, right? And if you are even 1K, 2K, and you want to get to A, same thing, okay? It's the same thing. And you cannot fix what's not tracked. So, and most business owners, because we've spoken to over, 400, almost 500 people over the last few months within the region, and some have become clients, is that most of them don't even know the cost of acquiring a customer. Meaning the cost of a customer walking in the doors or making a purchase. They fall for people selling them likes, views, followers, cost per per click. Oh, look at the reach that we got you. Look at the reach. Nonsense. Which are all BS indicators that does not pay you or your family's bills. Right? It doesn't pay your flow bill, your Digicel bill. Right? I just got, because we rent, landlady, she pays for it, and then I send her the money, right? Because it's in her name. I just got the bill. Likes and stuff doesn't pay for that, right? Views, right? You need an AI tracking system to show you the inputs you need in order for you to create the necessary outputs that you desire, right? So let me ultimately show you an example. So we have a client right now. This is kind of on the front end, what it looks like. We also have like a back-end system. This is how you could actually set up your ads manager, by the way. As you can see here, if you scroll along in the right-hand side, you can see $10,000 spent. This is in USD, of course. If you look a little bit here, you can see the cost per appointment scheduled, $24.95. We can see the cost per landing page view, the cost per lead, all that good stuff, right? But anyway, so let's focus on the cost per appointment schedule. It's around $25. The service costs 1,000 or 2,000 USD in front end, right? And she closes like 1 in 4. Every 4 appointments, they close a deal. Which means every time she spends $100, because each appointment is $25, every time she spends $100, her CPA, cost per acquisition, her CAC, cost to acquire a customer, right, is $100 for her to get 1,000, 2,000 back. And that is what you call printing, right? Do you know that number? Because, again, you cannot fix what's not tracked. And because you know your numbers like that, you can be like, okay, cool, this month we want X amount of clients, X amount of deals. So you know the necessary input. Everything is data. You know the necessary input that could get you the output, right? Because you know this, you now have the ability to hit projections easily. So before you try to fix anything, watch your numbers, where you're at. What was the inputs last month? How much was spent? How much whatever? And what was the output? Figure that out first. See where you're at. So for easy math, let's just say that you do it the slave way, right? You boost the post, and then you send everybody into your WhatsApp, and you get like 100 messages, and then you get some sales, right? So let's say you got 100 messages, right? And that cost you $500. Again, I'm just making this up, by the way. So you do it for your numbers, right? Out of those 100 messages, assuming that you take appointments, if you don't take appointments and you just sell in the DMs, you could do this exercise as well, right? 100 messages. Let's say you get 15 appointments from that. And let's say you close 5 clients, 5 deals, or whatever the case may be, right? Now, we need to do the cost. That means your cost per message is $5 a message, because you spent $500 and you got 100 messages, so that's $5 a message, right? I hope that makes sense. That means that your cost per appointment is what? Probably 33 per appointment. I think my math is correct there. Yes, let me check. 500 divided by 15. Yeah, 33 and a third, right? Then that means that your cost per client, your CPA, cost per acquisition, right? Acquisition is $100. That every time you spend $100, you get a client. 100 by 5 is $500. I hope this makes sense. Easy, right? But this is what you need to do. Figure out that number. So now you know, hey, every time you spend $100, which one do you care about more? Yo, every time you spend $100, we get a client, or do we care about the cost per click is $1.50, right? Or yo, we reached 1 million people, right? For cheap, for $5. Which one do you care about? Which one drives revenue? Okay, that's it. Don't get stuck in people selling you vanity metrics, right? So once you know this, you can now scale. And this is why I hate radio ads and all this nonsense, because when you spend it, let's say you spend in USD, I'm not sure, I don't know, probably what, 2K USD, 1K, I don't know the cost of radio ads, right? I had a client, a doctor, I think they spent about 800 USD, depending on how long and the time, whatever. You don't know how many clients you got from that. You don't know. And even if you do know, yo, we spent X and we got 5 people came in from your radio ads, it doesn't mean that, yo, if you spend twice the money, you're going to get twice the walk-ins. It doesn't work like that. It's not scalable. You need a vehicle that is scalable. And that's not scalable. Right? So here's what I need you to do. Take out a sheet of paper or pen or whatever, write this down, whatever it is. Figure it out. Figure what these numbers are, and then you will realize that your goals aren't as far as you think it is. Or in the sense of aren't as, like, you could, because you have numbers. Just write it out. Write it out. Know these numbers. And from there, then you could go into the cost per click, the click-through rate. We could get nerdy about it, but for now, for you, just do the simple thing. Figure out what is your cost to acquire a customer. What is your cost per appointment? Also, what is the cost per appointment that show up? All right? You can even get more granular. What is the cost per qualified convert? We have all this data for our clients. We have all these here. We even have tracking sheets for when we call. When my setter, when he calls, we have new leads. How many dials did we make? How many picked up? How many quality conversations did we have? Number of booked appointments. All of this is, we have all the data. And also we have certain KPIs where okay, I'm below this number, therefore we should be focusing on this. Okay, it's important that you have all these metrics laid out, because you cannot fix. Before you fix, you need to track. So that's the simple way that I recommend that everyone start off, right? If you need any assistance, reach out in the community and my team will assist alongside myself. Because once you have this figured out, then it's fine. But then you're going to need to have the systems and the processes to have this be updated automatically. And for a client where you could actually see all depending on the pipeline, the revenue, and the new leads, you see everything in terms of the pipeline that we have built out automatically for you. Again, you cannot fix what's not tracked. So please Start there, write down everything, notepad and Excel sheet, have those numbers, know where you're at. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out in community. My team and I will reach out and see how we can help you. Okay? Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Peace.